Again, I'm activating the same wall tool, okay, from the ribbon tools. And you can see after setting top constraint, here we have top offset also. About this base offset and top offset, we will discuss in the next topic, okay. Now just move to this options bar. Here you can see options bar. This is options bar, right? So in the interface we have seen this particular row is called as options bar. It will present only when we activate any tool. If you deactivate the tool, you won't get anything in the options bar, okay. So in the options bar you can find certain options like here this is the method, height method or depth method. If you choose height method, the wall will be drawn above the level, okay. If you choose depth method, it will be below the level, okay, below. Look at this, let me draw here. I have chosen the depth here, okay. I have drawn some wall. Here you can find the notification warning that the wall is not drawn in the level 1 and it is not visible in the level 1 as well. So to see that, let's open the any elevation, okay. Look at this, this is a wall. As we have chosen depth 1, so it has, we have got the wall below the level, okay. Depth method, we have chosen the depth method, so the wall has been drawn below the level, okay. Next, so now I'll change this to height, okay. If you want to draw the wall above the level, you need to keep it as height. And then here you can find here unconnected option. So this is the same option, top constraint, okay. The same top constraint, either you can set from this or from this option, okay. Anywhere you can set. So top constraint I'm choosing in properties palette. As I change here, automatically it will be updated in the options bar also, okay. So I'm choosing it level 2, okay. Look at this, automatically it has updated in the options bar. And the location line, so the same option we can find in this particular region, okay. Properties palette also, location line. So from here also we can change that option, location line option, or else you can change from the properties palette. So next we have chain here, okay. Chain, so chain is observe here keenly, okay. Currently now chain option is on, okay. I am drawing a wall, okay. Continuously look at this, I'm drawing a wall, okay. Now I'll escape from the tool, okay. I'll again activate the wall tool. Now I will off this chain and I'll start drawing, okay. So I'm clicking multiple clicks there. So what you have observed here, so if the chain is on, then the tool will not quit, it will continuous from the point where we specified. First point I have specified here, second point I have specified, still there is a continuation, okay. If you specify the third click, then it will draw the wall connecting the second point and the third point, okay. And if I specify the next click, it will draw the wall connecting the previous point and the point which I have given right now, okay. That this will be the case when the chain is on, okay. So there will be continuation in between the walls, okay. If we off this chain, okay, if we off this chain and try to draw, so each and every time we need to specify the start point and end point of the wall, okay. So I have started here and I have ended here. Again, if I want to start from this point, again I have to specify a click here, okay. And then again I have to start and I'll end here. If I want to continue the wall from here, again I have to click here and I have to specify the next point, okay. That is the difference about this chain on and off. Next is offset. So offset is very similar to CAD tool itself, okay. So if you want to draw the wall, okay, with reference to any object, okay, with reference to any line or any previous wall at some certain distance, okay. So for suppose I would like to draw wall, okay, the same wall parallel to this wall at a distance of 3 meters, okay, from this wall center line. From this wall center line, I would like to draw the same parallel wall at a distance of 3 meters, okay. So here I can enter that offset value, that is nothing but 3 meters value, okay, in this offset box, and now I can specify this center line, okay. Now I can specify the center line. Look at this, as I am clicking here, the wall is being drawn at 3 meters apart from its center line, okay. First point and second point I'll specify. So now we have wall 3 meters apart from the wall reference we have specified. That is about offset. So if you want to draw any object with respect to another object, okay, at certain distance, then here we have to enter it as offset. Okay, and next is radius. We have here radius. So currently we are having the sharp edged corners, right? So in the wall we have sharp corners, sharp edged corners. So instead of these sharp edged corners, if you want smooth filleted corners, okay, smooth filleted corners, then here we can specify that smoothness of curve in the form of radius. Okay, for suppose, let me draw, I'll just on this radius and I'll specify the radius as 1 meter. Okay, I'll just draw wall like this, 3 meters. Okay, and next I'll change the direction. Okay, and I'll draw something. So now you can see the sharp corner has been converted into the smooth corner, and the radius of this curve is of 1 meter. Okay, 1 meter, that we have to specify that in the options while drawing automatically. So we can make the sharp corners into smooth corners by specifying the radius in this box. Okay, let me change the radius to 200 mm. Okay, okay, like this. Automatically it will smoothens the corner with the radius which we'll specify. Okay, so to know the radius, click on that corner, smooth corner. You can see here the radius is 200 mm. Okay, this is the center and this is the radius which is of 200 mm. Okay, so this is about wall, drawing a wall. Okay, once again I'm repeat. So to draw any wall, first thing is you need to activate the wall tool. After that you need to select the type of the wall. Okay, which type of wall you need to draw. Okay, from the type selector. So let us choose this 90 mm brick wall, and after choosing the type, next you need to change the instance parameter as per our requirement. Okay, so I would like to draw the wall in the ground floor. So in the ground floor my bottom level is level 1. So base constraint is level 1 and top constraint is until where you would like to construct the wall. So select the level that and next location line. So if you are having a pre-existing drawing where you can find inner to inner distances. Okay, so if you are having pre-existing plan, if you want to plot the same plan in Revit, okay, in that plot you are having the dimensions in inner to inner, then you no need to convert that. Okay, simply you can change the method here, finish face interior. Okay, and you have to proceed with the drawing. Okay, now the dimensions will be considered inner to inner. Okay, that is about drawing the walls. Is it clear? Shall I proceed to the next topic? Okay, thank you.
Madam, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
If we want to draw simultaneously, suppose 230 thick, 300 thick, 345 thick, like that.
Sir, your voice is very low. Your voice is very low, sir. Please, you can type in chat box.
Am I audible now?
Yeah, okay. Yes, sir, please.
Suppose simultaneously I want to draw 230 thick wall as well as 345 walls. So what is that we have to do here?
Simultaneously, if you want to draw 2 walls at a time.
Yes.
You're asking about that, sir?
Different thickness walls.
Yeah, different thickness. So simultaneously we can't draw, but we have the option to change the thicknesses. Okay, at a time we cannot draw 2 walls. Okay, so here we have option of changing the thickness. That is the next topic, that is about edit type, that we'll definitely discuss.
No,
So
madam,
only a single. Yes, sir.
Suppose if I am having the partition walls of different wall thickness and I have got the room dimensions.
Okay.
Already. Dimensions
Okay.
I know. The wall thicknesses are inside wall, maybe partition wall like 115 or 100 mm thick walls. So
Okay.
how we can use the interior dimensions if I give.
Sir, you are asking about the different thicknesses. If we are having different thicknesses in the wall, okay, inside the wall. For suppose on the external side you have one thickness, okay.
Yes.
On the internal side you have one thickness of walls. So currently in the walls we have only few options, okay, few thicknesses. So this is 140 mm. I'm just drawing here. So I'm giving inner to inner. So whatever the dimensions we have clearly, it's sir. We have that clearly aligned. I'm just choosing here. So inner to inner, you will have the value. Okay, simple thing is you can choose the inner method here and you can draw it. Here complete. It is very flexible for us, sir. You can change the method and depending upon the input you have, you can change.
Okay, that
So
input
as
level.
much as flexible you can choose. If sometimes if it is not okay, if it is not adjusting, then we have to compromise with the next alternative.
Okay, madam. Thank you.
Yeah, we have many more alternatives, sir, because this is a modeling tool. So this is modeling tool. There is no particular process. You have to. There is no any rule like that. You have to use this tool only in this manner. It's not like that, sir. It is depending upon your expertise. So some people may use it in different manners. Some people think somewhat logically and they may use it in different manner. So modeling tool, we don't have any rule that we have this is the process, this is we have to follow the same step by step process. It is not like that. So we can use it as much as possible to us. It is more flexible for us. So depending upon the situation, we need to switch the method. And now let us move on to the next topic, that is about types of walls here. So here we can see in the drop down list we are having only certain thicknesses, okay, certain thickness wall, 225 mm, 300 mm, 200 mm, 140 mm, 90 mm. But what if I require, if I just want some 220 mm thickness, okay, yeah, I want the one which is not which is not present here, okay. So if that is the case, if the wall thickness which is required to is not present in this default types, then how can we create that? Okay, we'll discuss this now. So how can we create this means, yeah, we have an option called edit type. Okay, excellent option called edit type. So we can edit the pre-existing, we can make the pre-existing wall type as reference, we can edit it and we can change the we can make the changes in that to get the one which is required to us. Okay, so for suppose, so I'm having 140 mm masonry, so I would like to generate in the same wall type, I want the thickness of 200 mm. Okay, in this same wall type I want the thickness of 200 mm. So simply what I can do means I have to choose that method from the type selector and go to edit type. Okay, so in the as you click on this edit type, you will get this window. So in this window here, in the type parameters you can find structure, and just beside to it in the value you can find edit option. Click on this edit option. As you click on this edit option, so you will get this window. In this window here you have an option to change the thickness. Okay, so before going to this option, you need to create a duplicate. Okay, so we are modifying this 140 mm and we are creating a duplicate of this 140 mm with 200 mm thickness, right? So click on this duplicate and let me rename it to 200 mm, then click on OK. So now we can proceed with changing this thickness. Okay, 200. Okay, and here this is a material, concrete masonry units. Next click on OK. So now look at this, the width of the wall has been updated, that is 200 mm, and these are the material properties, heat transfer coefficient, thermal resistance for that wall, and then click on OK. So now you can see basic generic 200 mm masonry wall has been created. So now let me draw the wall. Okay, and I'll just cross check its dimension. Look at this, it is of 200 thickness. Okay, so this is how we have to create the wall which is required to us. Okay, simple thing. You need to select the type of the wall, okay, category of the wall in which you would like to create a duplicate. Okay, select the category. First thing, you need have a reference. Okay, in through the reference only we are going to create the new one. Okay, this is my reference now, 225 masonry. I'm going with edit type. Okay, without clicking on duplicate, if I proceed with changing its properties, what happens means that changes will be updated in the main one itself. Okay, in this, the main object itself, it will be updated without duplicating it. If I duplicate, then I have the source one, the main original one, and the duplicate one which I have created. By changing the values, both the things I'll get. Okay, so duplicate, I'm just duplicating it and creating 230 then click on OK. And if we change the name, it is not enough. We have to change the thickness in the edit. Okay, change the thickness here as well. And here you can see option called material. Okay, so this material is nothing but it will define the inside material of this wall. So currently it is concrete masonry units. Okay, if you want to change this material, instead of concrete masonry units, if you want to go with any other brick material, okay, so just click on this, click in this box. Here you will get one small box with the options. Okay, click on this, so you will get material browser. Okay, it takes some time to load, just a couple of seconds. We need to be more patient while working this with this software. So look at this, we have got material browser here. Here you can browse the material. So I suppose I require brick. I'm just typing that brick in the search box. Just type the letters. Automatically it will give us the material with that letters. Okay, brick, starting with this letter. So I've typed and I've clicked brick. So this is a brick material which is available in the material browser. Okay, current material browser. So I can assign this brick common. Okay, select this one and click on this use render appearance, so that this material will be more clear in the render as well when we create the render. So check this box. Okay, so this is the appearance. If you want to check the appearance for this, look at this, it is updating. So this will be the external face image. So here you will get the updated, this is a wall, how it looks like if you assign this brick material there. Okay, and this is a physical, and for some objects, for some things, we'll get the physical and mechanical properties as well as the thermal properties by default present. Okay, and just click on apply, then followed by a click on OK. So now we can see that brick material will be assigned. Earlier it was concrete masonry blocks, right? Now I have changed the material as well. Okay, along with the thickness I have changed the material as well. Okay, so even you can go with the change in section. So I'm choosing the section here. This is a sectional view, and this is a plan view of that wall. Preview, this is about the preview. Okay, and just click on OK here. Now you can see that has been updated. So currently the structural material is brick material and the properties are related to that material. Okay, have been changed. Next click on OK. So now we can see the brick wall has been created. This is the one new one which we have created. Now let us draw it. Okay, let us cross check its thickness as well, 230 So let us see it in the 3D view. So in the 3D view we can able to see the entire wall. So look at this, this is a wall. So this is the earlier wall, masonry blocks, okay, concrete masonry blocks, and this is the brick masonry wall. Okay, and in the walls we have some other types as well. So we have just seen here basic walls. So these basic walls contains exterior wall, generic wall, masonry walls, okay, and concrete blocks, interior wall. This is about interior walls, okay. So we have other type also, that is about curtain walls. So till now we have